All right, ready to watch me get dicked on the regular? I just... What?
Just, it's not showing up for me on either YouTube or your thing.
Well... Offline? Well, hold on. Well, it's not going to show... I already told you this. It's not going to show on Vaush.gg. At least not immediately, because it's a 5-minute refresh rate.
That sure is slow.
Yes, it is. We're going to be fixing that soon. We just aired the website today. Hyena. Can you stop complaining so I can focus on it?
No, just YouTube either.
Well, I have no explanation for that. YouTube. Oh. Twin daggers, multi-knock bow. There we go. Now let's get it started. Alright, listen up, motherfuckers. To those of you who just joined us in YouTube chat, I've got a website now called Vaush.gg. And if you go... Well, you should probably pay attention to the game, too. And if you go there, you get a sick-ass chat, okay? Not this garbage fucking YouTube chat. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop! Dicks! Assholes! So anyway, it's called Vaush.gg, and it has an integrated chat function, which you are presently able to see scrolling by on the left side of my stream. And yeah, it's just pretty sick. Oh my god. You know, I started this off with such a fucking distraction. People whining at me. Oh, why can't I see your stream? The whole reason why you stream, the fundamental purpose of your action is being undermined by the technology. Wasting my time. Ooh, yes, torch. Oh, but I love the ice crossbow. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh! Okay, we're going for the 30 kills, boys, not for the time. For those of you who don't know, this is a game called Dead Cells. It's a good game. You play as this dude. He's got no head. You can pop off kind of like this goop thing. Look. Do you see the goop? Can you see the goop? It's right there, and then whoop, right back. And there are a bunch of different weapons, and you gotta kill things and not die, and I'm playing on a hard mode, which is actually like easy mode if you've been playing the game for a while, but I haven't. And I've got an ice crossbow that normally fires a projectile that freezes them, but if I charge it, will fire a critical hit projectile, which will almost always one-shot. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it. To those of you in YouTube chat, I'm terribly sorry. I'm not going to be able to see your chat. Until I get multiple monitors, I am limited. Oh. What? Go team. He subbed. Can you say ouch my cells when I die? Yes, I can. What? Okay. Woo! Gunning him down. Aren't you a part of academia? Get a free monitor from the halls of... No. Are you kidding? University monitors are trash, and also... No, that's fine. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, being able to freeze enemies on command is so fucking radical. Holy shit. Okay, so we get a bonus at the end of this level if we either A, complete it in 2 minutes, which is unlikely, or B, more likely, we kill 30 enemies without taking a hit. I do have... Look, I have a front to my face. Yeah. It's all there. I'm the whole package. Oh no. Someone just... Oh no. Someone just subbed or super chatted or donated, and I have no idea what it was. I'll have to check soon. Can you tell me who it was? Ciancius! And how much for? Thank you! I love you, Ciancius. I'll work. Listen, okay? It's a work. There's always going to be an awkward transitory period. But when this shit is set up proper, when we've got that beautiful. Oh, I know the Discord link doesn't work. It's on lockdown for now. When we get that beautiful synergy going. Great Owl of War. Yeah, owls are pretty neat. Ever gonna play any of the Knights of the Old Republic games? Nah, fuck that, man. I played the first one. Look, honestly, I find those games pretty boring. Like, they've got a good story and stuff, but it's been like a million years. I've been spoiled on the story. All there is left is really repetitive, exploitative, old-timey RPG mechanics for me to fluster about with. Alright. We have to kill 12 more enemies without taking a hit. Powerful grenade. Yeah, I'll take powerful grenade over fire grenade. Absolutely. So yeah, as you can see, this here is a roguelite. You run around killing shit. No, no, no. Here, take the grenade. You run around killing shit, and you get a bunch of cool weapons, and you can get abilities that modify your blah, blah, blah. You guys know how these types of games work. Woo! Look at that owl. Woo! Good shit. Okay. Favorite Medal of Honor game? The only Medal of Honor game I ever played was, what is it called? Rising Sun? The one that starts with the Normandy invasion? That was pretty fun. Miss Catherine, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh, fuck! No, I just took damage. Fucking kill me. End my life right now. You distracted me, Miss Catherine. Fucking bitch. Miss Catherine, thank you. I really appreciate it. Ciancius, basically the stream I'll just say get in contact with Drunken Pets here, and I tweeted stuff to you. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, I'll check all of that soon, okay? I'd be willing to appear in the Drunken Peasants, though it would be a little bit redundant, I feel. Hey! Game's making a goddamn fool of me. Bypassing fire synergy? What fire synergy? All I get is plus 30% damage to a burning target from the owl. That's hardly worth the tactical disadvantage of having damage over time over damage up front. Powerful bomb can one-shot so many enemies. The Pickles Pimp, thanks for the subscription, my friend. That's awfully generous of you. I don't even know where this money is going right now, honestly. Did White Nervosa make the Vaush Pit website? Yes. Yes, she did. She did a great job, too. When I played Skyrim, was I an Imperial or a Stormcloak? Well, first I was a Stormcloak, and then I was an Imperial, okay? Okay, maybe this level we won't take unnecessary damage. Fucking kill me. Rampart. Helena, thank you so much for the tier 2 subscription. I have no idea where that money is going or how much it is, but I'm really excited. Seriously, I really appreciate it. Thank you. You made a Twitch account for this? Well, you were missed, friend. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I fucking hated Skyrim, okay? I do not like the Elder Scrolls series or any Bethesda games. I didn't even like New Vegas, okay? I'm not here for this shit. Bah! Got him. Okay, so this... Wait, why do I have up arrows? Wait, can somebody who understands this game tell me why I have up arrows coming from my shield, my bomb, and my health bar? What? Is this the synergy that was being referred to? Zerker, I'm sorry, friend. I can completely understand Skyrim, but how do you dislike New Vegas? I don't like that type of game. I don't like... Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, oof, my cells. Yes, viewers on this site do count towards viewership on YouTube. And, yeah, it's just, for one, the engine of these games, these Bethesda games and even New Vegas, tend to be just, they feel like shit. They just feel like shit to move around and to shoot stuff. The games are really fucking broad but shallow. And I don't know, I never felt like there was any mechanic that really resonated with me. The stories are never well written enough for me to, like, really, really get into them. No. Oh, fuck yeah. Victims burn with that? Fuck yeah. No! Fuck off! That guy was primed and ready. That guy was about a nut. But the stories are never interesting enough for me to really get into them. The gameplay is not satisfying. Like, it's just not. Like, at all. The Bethesda games are not, like, fun to play. The harder difficulties usually just mean that resources are harder to come by and enemies have more health, but the mechanics of the game are not meant for, like, extensive engagement or anything like that. I remember playing Fallout New Vegas on hard mode, and it was so difficult, and the enemies had so much health and did so much damage, and your ammo was so scarce and everything was so expensive, that for the more difficult fights, like, say, for example, when Caesar's legions would track you down at any point on the map and just randomly assault you with no ability to, like, predict when they're coming except seeing them on the horizon, that you would have to, like, take aim, headshot, quick save, roll behind a rock, quick save, peek out, die, reload, take a peek, headshot, quick save. Like, non-stop fucking save scumming. It was really, I don't know, maybe I'm just a shitter, okay? Maybe I just have a tiny pee-pee, just constantly dribbling a thin stream of piss, but I'm pretty sure those games are not well designed. I know I'm known mostly for, well, actually, I know I'm known exclusively for political stuff at this moment, but I've always wanted to do, like, a video analyzing just how fucked, like, save scumming is in terms of difficulty and fun. I've always wanted to go on about that. Aiden Woods, I do not feel like talking about racial slurs right now, but do you want to talk with me about it? Well, you can talk from chat. I'm watching chat. Yo, there's a smooth brain emoji? Yeah, I literally drew that emoji myself. Oh! Oh, God, yes. Okay, we're halfway there. 15 killed with no damage taken. Hey, just another muffin. Thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription, my friend. That's incredibly generous of you. Seriously, I'm really flattered by your support. There's a website and there are emotes. Yeah, dude, this is fucking happening. No! Okay, you nearly got me there. Right now, I'm using a bow and arrow that deals substantially more damage when I'm close to the enemy. So, peppering them from afar is not a practical tactic. Alright, who was the person who wanted to tell me that I'm racist? Aiden Woods. And guys, if I want, I can click on someone's name, and then only their posts will be highlighted. That way, I can, if I'm trying to keep up in a conversation or see if they have a new message for me, I can just do that. So would you not be a fan of XCOM and similar games? Yeah, no, 100%. If a game allows save scumming, I am much less likely to enjoy it. Much less likely. Save scumming is the absolute fucking cancer of video game difficulty adjustment, okay? Basically, we don't have to put any thought whatsoever into how realistic it is that a player could get around a scenario, or how fair it might be that they would encounter that scenario without any prep, because they can just save scum. They just have saves they can go back to. Duh, obviously. Like, what? There's no need to critically engage. No, I didn't see it! God damn it! Motherfucker! I lacked critical information. Noctis Nova, thank you for the subscription. It's cool, I guess. I guess I like it when people give me money. Whatever. Fuck, I'm out of ammo. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no. Oh no, another donation. Woo! Aiden Woods with the tier 2 sub. Oh, I guess if offending people with my use of racial slurs gets me tier 2 subscriptions, how mad can I really be, huh? Heavy crossbow. It's like a big shotgun. Yeah, sure. Did my sub get ignored? Feels bad. Hyena, it is so fucking hard for me to keep up with everything right now from my phone screen. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you for the subscription, Hyena. Are you the type that has to use an overpowered mechanic if it exists? That's how I act. Yeah, 100%. If there's an overpowered mechanic in a game, I have to use it. 100%. Unless it's so unfun and so like punitive that that using it is like antithetical to the process of enjoying the game. 100%. To those of you who are in the YouTube chat confused as fuck right now, check out my Vaush.gg website. It's in the thingamajig, the video description down below. And if you go over there, you can chat with me, and I'll see your messages, and you'll be able to spam cool emotes. It'll be good. It'll be pretty good. But yeah, no. I think a lot of developers are like have a really fucking cancerous attitude towards difficulty management in their games. The fact that it's like 2019 and we still have developers who are doing the shit where they're just like, oh yeah, and we'll have a hard mode and the enemies will have double health, and we'll have an ultra hard mode where the enemies have triple health, and we'll have a mega hard nightmare mode where the enemies will have 5 times the health, and then for the real players, we'll have a mode where oh fuck those fucking guys. We'll have a mode where if you take one hit you die, which effectively means like you can just ignore a vital like part of the game's design because any hit will kill you. So any like damage mitigation or dodge chance or like healing mechanics, all of these become irrelevant. You just cut out a section of the game. The fact that it's 2019, people are still doing that shit to balance their games is actually fucking disgusting to me. Basically worse than Nazism. Oh my god, I missed a fuck ton of stuff. Ciancius, thank you much for the subscription, my friend. I really appreciate it. And Hungry Hose with the tier 1 subscription, thank you. Am I reading chat off my phone? Yes. Thoughts on shows like Queer Eye and RuPaul's Drag Race, their ability to misrepresent, trivialize LGBT culture? The modern Queer Eye isn't that bad, right? Dameron68 with the tier 4 subscription. Jesus Christ. Thank you. I don't know how well, I mean, far be it for me to turn down a gift, right? Fuck. Thank you so much for the unbelievably generous support, my comrade. And Kanye, likewise, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. It's like we're back on Twitch, huh? Seriously, thank you. I really appreciate it. No Streamlabs integration for Vaush.gg chat subs. We're working on it, okay? Listen, this is tough stuff. White Nervosa basically built this whole shit in like 2 weeks. Preposterous. Boom! I love that feeling. Oh, yeah. Queer Eye commodifies gayness. That makes me uncomfortable. It makes people in the closet feel more comfortable coming out. I don't know. I mean, there's, like, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with a show that's just like, hey, these people are a little different and they act kind of silly and that's cool. Is that, like, an intrinsically bad thing? I'm not trying to be dismissive or anything, you know? Like, if there was a show that was called... If there was a show that was called, like, Thug Life, and it was a bunch of, like, black dudes and with do-rags, like, giving life advice to hoity-toity, fucking, like, uptight, stiff-necked, white boys in the suburbs, that'd be, like, really fucking funny, right? That'd be some good-ass shit. It's possible through the commodification of a marginalized class to also present them in a distinctly humanizing way that makes it easier for the average person to relate to them. And I think that's valuable. Kanye, shut the fuck up. Stupid piece of shit. Yeah, I'll take it. How do you think the prison strike is going to go tomorrow? It might be bloody. I mean, I hope it's not bloody. That'd be unfortunate if it got bloody. Don't do it. I don't know what to say, though. When it comes to racial slurs, I wanted to highlight that intent doesn't really matter. I'd argue the impact of a non-black person saying the N-word is the same regardless of intent. Well, intent isn't so much the issue as outcome. I don't really care about intent. I'm a rule utilitarian, motherfucker. If what I care about is what effect it has. So for instance, when those Killstream boys were saying the N-word, they were doing it to disconcert, to intimidate, to indicate that they despise and do not care about racial minorities. That was why they did it. When I said the N-word, I did it to disconcert them and show them that word doesn't have power over me. It doesn't disconcert me, it just makes them look foolish. It showed them that I'm not scared, not even slightly, of how they treat that word, and I think that's valuable. Now, I'm not saying that I'm like some sort of brain god for discovering, you know, responsible use of a slur or whatever, or I found like an excuse to say the N-word, but I do think in that instance, there was probably a benefit to me saying it there, and it worked in my interest, which is to say it worked in the interest of racial minorities. I mean, who the fuck do you think I'm out here repping? But I mean, but I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just racist. Okay, you got me. Ciantius, have yourself a wonderful sleep. Okay. All right. For this level, we need 60 enemies killed without taking any damage. We're on 14 right now. We have a pretty dangerous weapon, so I don't know what our chances are, but we're gonna do our best. Okay. I love how they used every pronunciation of my name except for the right one. Yeah, they thought it was a power move, but I actually kind of like seeing people struggle over the name. Wolfie12, I promise you there are very few people on the internet as openly malicious and terrible and racist as the kill stream. I'm pretty confident this isn't something I'm going to have to do often. Get! It's like a shotgun crossbow. Yes, Conyer, I would love to have your emotes available here, please. Okay. No! Oh, fuck, that thing nearly exploded. No. No. Yes! Okay. No! Okay, we did it. Ooh! Get bopped! Nice. When you told them it was Vix and they perfectly fucking bought it, they're very stupid. I don't think they knew what to do with me because I didn't get offended like once. And it's true, I'm not offended by people saying like the N-word or whatever. Actually, there's some sort of integration where only my Twitch subs can use them here. I think I'd rather do that. Yeah, Conyer? Yeah, you want fucking White Nervosa to break her back building more API to have integration with your fucking Twitch? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, Conyer. Greedy fucking piece of shit. Do you have any big sociologists, psychologists who have researched non-binary gender, conservative fact, feelings, science deniers? Non-binary gender? I mean, non-binary gender is kind of like... Why my nose itch? Why have I been getting this lately? Like, non-binary gender, like, conceptually, is kind of a, like, it exists in a tautological sense. Like, it's academic consensus, 100%, that gender is, like, an identification thing. That's what the term means, you know? Okay, we're 30 things killed with no damage to... Oh! So that's consensus. So if once you've agreed that gender is a matter of identification, all you have to do is identify outside the binary, and you are by definition non-binary. You shouldn't be looking for, like, the science of being non-binary. You should be looking for academic affirmations of the like, gender construct as expressed by us SJW libcuts. But in terms of finding people that can help you with that, unfortunately, that wasn't really my focus. I was more of a class-based sociologist. That's what I took classes for. Yeah, Fub, the reason why I do that is because I care, because you have to bring people over in increments, okay? Like, I'll give you an example, okay? Okay, listen. What if you're arguing with, like, a sexist or something, and the sexist is like, hey, you know what? Women don't do STEM math as good or as much, because women bad at math. Women more about emotion and creativeness, or whatever. And I could, like, and I have two approaches to this, okay? I could be like, well, that's not true. You know, there are some slight physiological differences on average between the brains of men and women, but actually, if we take a certain approach towards society, we can recognize the fact that these are largely a byproduct of pre-existing social institutions, meaning that if we blah, 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 or I could go full fucking tilt, full mask off, and just say, gender is a fucking social construct, my dude. Gender doesn't even fucking exist. We need to get rid of gender as a concept. Now, the second statement is more true to what I believe, but infinitely less likely in, like, actually being able to change the guy's mind. And I'm a pragmatist. I want to change people's minds, or more accurately, I want to change the minds of the audience. If I go rambling on about all of my hyper-radical positions, it is really difficult for me to get people who are, like, unfamiliar with the shit on board. But if I don't, oh, Firebrands is really, I really like Firebrands, but nah, I'm sticking with the current one. But conversely, if I argue for a more moderate position, I can bring them over to the extent that they're not as much of an active threat to society. Like, I would rather succeed in like getting a fascist to believe in democracy and egalitarianism than I would fail in getting a fascist to believe in racial and gender abolition or some, like, comparatively, like, far left position like that, you know? He's gonna get in the trap. He's trapped in the fire. Pepe laugh. Ooh, I shouldn't do that. I'm a fucking streamer. I shouldn't say Pepe laugh. I don't want to turn into fucking train wrecks, you know? Squad W in chat, boys. Squad W in chat. That's what I'm saying. Ugh. I shouldn't do that. That's pretty fucking cringy for a streamer to do. No! I got cocky. Fucking end my life. Unironically. Hyena? Hyena. Get a kitchen knife.
No,
Come over here and get a kitchen knife.
I don't want.
My girlfriend doesn't want me to die. But I want me to die. Listen, we'll get better at emote countdowns soon, okay? Speaking of gender and sex, one caller last night whose argument was, but it is. Oh, yeah, that's stupid, bitch. That's why I made the chromosome. That's why I made the Down syndrome joke. I don't give a fuck. It's the kill stream, okay? If there's any place on Earth where I get to be the edgy fucking 4chan memer that I once was, deep down, and still am, deep down in my heart, it's on the fucking kill stream, okay? I think I got it pretty fucking good. People have 27 chromosomes. Yeah, well, I mean, at least I do. Oh, man. I never got out of 4chan. Ah, whatever. If it brings people over, it brings people over. Any fun new messages from Killstream viewers? Believe it or not, they've been relatively docile. I did get a couple of messages on Discord of people who were, like, clearly fascists and Nazis being like, hey, can I have an invite link to your Discord? One of the... Oh, wait, that's 2+? I've got a 3+, okay. One of the messages I got... One of the messages that I got on from Discord was something... It was from... Don't shoot, I support Israel. And earlier in the chat for the Streamlabs Discord, I had seen them talking about, like, international Jewry and, like, the degeneracy of race mixing and shit like that. So actually, I think I'm going to keep you out of my Discord. I was actually radicalized left from years of 4chan. Well, the world is a crazy fucking place, isn't it? Diminutive scholar. Yeah, I get you. I'm not a sex non-realist. I do believe that, like, sex is a valuable distinctive category, but it's not, like, binary, you know? It's bimodal. As long as people are cognizant of its bimodal nature. That was really good, Vaush. Thanks, Rex. Need more Wojak emotes? Look, we'll get on it, okay? Zerker, I'm sorry. I can't look at links right now. I've just got my little fucking phone screen. Hey, Vaush, how are you? I'm doing good, Claudia. Here, really quickly, because I can't see shit from my little window, you know? All right, 170 viewers. That's pretty neat. I have no way of knowing unless I check. And Caps be like, I'm not classist. I'm class realist. Oh, Aiden Woods, still don't understand your chromosomes don't point to anything. Comment, like, wouldn't the strong trend between chromosomes and sex deny that? They don't point to sex 100% of the time, but 99% is not a safe start to work off of. No, 99% is not a safe start to work off of for them. Because they were saying that chromosomes are the existentially, like, epistemologically correct indicator of sex all of the time. If they had made the statement, generally speaking, sex and chromosomal, like, dimorphism correlate, I couldn't disagree with that. That's a factually correct statement. But that's not the statement they were making. But that's not the statement they were making. It's like how would I say? Like, imagine if, okay, like, here's an example, okay? Imagine if, like, you're a science, like, okay, imagine you make the statement, right, okay? And the statement is, open eyes are an indicator of being alive. Now, this may initially sound like a ridiculous claim. Like, there are people who die with their eyes open, absolutely. Probably most of us in chat have had, like, an older family member, a relative of some kind, who, like, died peacefully in a rocking chair, and no one even knew because their eyes were kind of, like, half open, you know? So that's a ridiculous claim. However, I'd be willing to bet that 99.99999% of the time, yeah. Or maybe even more, yeah, actually. Having open eyes is an indicator of being alive. You could also say the same about wearing clothes. You know, bodies generally are cremated or buried naked, you know? Not always. I mean, it depends on the culture. But broadly speaking, I'd be willing to bet that the majority of corpses on Earth right now are not draped in fabric. So you can make the statement, wearing clothes is an indicator of being alive. Well, what does that... Well, no. But it's exactly the same with the chromosome and sex argument, you see. It's precisely the same. Tamaran, shut the fuck up. It's precisely the same in this respect. And the reason why they're saying this isn't because they're trying to, like, reach some epistemological truth. The reason they're doing this is to exclude groups of people. People with what we might call chromosomal abnormalities are existing in just as valid a way as people who are just XXXY with corresponding sexual characteristics. If all they wanted to say was, generally speaking, these things correlate, I would never disagree with them. As a new leftist, I'm glad you advocate for leftist unity because I feel less pressure to choose a specific take. Unironically, why do you ban tankies? Listen, I don't ban Marxist-Leninists or Maoists or anything like that. I don't even ban authoritarians. I ban fucking conspiracy theorists and liars and bad faith actors who tell me that that the Holodomor didn't happen, or if it did happen, then it wasn't Stalin's fault, or if it was Stalin's fault, then the kulaks deserved it. That's the shit that I'm not here for, okay? Or people who pretend that Mao's, like, Cultural Revolution was anything other than a barbarous fucking, like, annihilator of culture and people's well-being. I'm not here for that shit. There are a lot of people who purport to be leftists who are in it for the aesthetics. Claudia, I'm glad to hear that. I'm a globalist. Yeah, exactly. Like, and these people call everyone else a revisionist, and if you ever say anything negative about the USSR, you're engaging in revisionism, and you listen to Western imperialist propaganda outfits that are feeding you lies about the USSR, and in reality, actually, all of it had a good purpose, and blah, 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 blah. It's the same every fucking time with these fucking people. I have no respect for them, okay? Listen, I'm not saying that the USSR was all bad. It wasn't. It was in many ways a phenomenal experiment. And I have a lot of respect for what some of the planned economists of the USSR did. However, that does not mean that the Holodomor wasn't a fucking genocide. That does not mean that you can just blithely state, you know, that whatever the Kulaks got they deserved because they were counter-revolutionaries who were hoarding grain. I'm just not here for that shit. And it makes us look really fucking bad, too. Like, right now, I get a lot of shit for being, like, forward about my belief in the efficaciousness of political violence. How do you think people would treat me if I did that and I also talked about how a literal genocide that happened didn't actually happen? And it hurts my credibility enough, you know? What do you think about classifying certain conditions as disease, alternative kind of function, autism intersects people? Generally speaking, when something is a disease, that means that it has a demonstrably, intrinsically negative effect on a person's life. For example, being trans does not have an intrinsically negative effect on a person's life. Transphobia tends to, though. Or dysphoria, which is not intrinsic to being trans. Likewise with, say, autism. Sometimes. Sometimes autism is bad. It actually does, like, keep you from being able to, you know, figure out what the fuck other people are thinking. But generally speaking, for something to be a mental illness, or a condition of that respect, it has to be something that has a demonstrable and intrinsically negative effect on the quality of one's life. Oh god, the fucking chat. Yeah, diminutive scholar, I 100% agree. The category of sex is also socially constructed. All categories are, by definition, socially constructed. We didn't, like, do an archaeological dig and, like, dust off some categories that we found out there in the Sahara, you know? And then we've been using them since then. That doesn't happen. We make categories. They're of a social construct. Do people think that, like, say, for example, the distinction between red and orange is objective? Can someone point to me, like, a specific wavelength of light at which point red becomes orange? Or is there an intermediary? No, all categories, all of them, no matter how trivial or severe, are themselves constructs, which we made to serve human purposes. Fuck off. This is such a bad build, Jesus. I want to like this shotgun crossbow thing, but I feel like I'm so bad with it. Can you... Dick. Don't get into this, Vaush. There was a big thing on the color of the Reddit era recently. Yeah, well, whatever. Conyer, I agree. Being able to host people would be nice. I'm not sure if it would be possible for the API to switch out between hosting me or, like... Yeah, between, like... embedding my thing and embedding your thing, though, because they come from different sites. I don't know. That would be really complicated. FUB is the argument of genocide and violent suppression in the U.S. is more acceptable than direct counter-revolutionary to hate the social state. First, Western skulls. Nah, the Soviet Union was not exactly fighting a war of, like, self-defense when it was genociding millions of civilians. I don't accept that argument. No, if you have a civilian revolt where millions of people are rebelling against your policies, sorry, bruv, now that's the will of the people. You don't get to fucking execute them en masse. Because you want to keep your socialist state afloat. Sedbre, I didn't know that. Conyer, who else do you suggest I help out? What's the best counter-argument to the Venezuela talking point? The talking point that I make with the Venezuela thing is usually pretty simple. I simply... I'm gonna fucking die so quickly here. I simply say that throughout history, many societies, many regimes have attempted socialism. Few have come close to succeeding. We bundle in a lot of expectations and associations when we make the claim that something or someone or one country is socialist. I'm not interested in evoking all of those principles. I'm here to advocate for one thing specifically. And then I would say that thing specifically is worker co-ops. Wait, how do I get the ammo out? No. Wait, guys, how do I get ammo out if it's just stuck in him? Do I have to parry? Do it. Faye, I'm happy you're here. Also, being here means you guys will have an easier time using... Oh, boy. Means you guys are going to have an easier time using, like, your preferred, shit. Your preferred fucking names. Not to get all lip-cucky on you. But you'll be able to do that rather than... Oh, jeez. Fuck me. Rather than using the actual human being names given to you by YouTube because of the Google account thing. Conspicuous user, I'm willing to look into this more, but from what I have read, yeah. Millions of people dying from a grain shortage that was deliberately maintained through policies of the state. I would definitely consider that to be a genocide. Diminutive Scholar, we're doing the best we can. Just speaking perfectly frankly, I do not think the world is ready for us to talk about, like, sex constructivism. Fuck, they're in water. Oh! Okay, so I now have a weapon that does no direct damage, but it just starts a fire. Which is pretty rad. We got a chicken wing. Pretty much all I can do when they're in water, which all of these fuckers seem to be, is jump on them. Why did the Soviet people revolt? Because the USSR was did a pretty shit job of taking care of some of its regional neighbors. Look, it's complicated. Can I ever just enjoy a Blidio Blame stream without people asking me about fucking complicated socio-historical questions? Oh god, Vivian's in YouTube chat. Listen the fuck up, Vivian. You're never gonna bring me over, okay? You will literally never bring me over on Anglophobia, okay? I really like the firebrands. They do so much damage. It's so satisfying seeing these wet, sticky torches just slap against their face. Blip, blip, blip. Burn. I was talking about my Venezuela argument. Oh yeah, just simply put, say that many things get caught up in what we define as socialism. I'm not here to defend every one of those definitions. I'm here to defend one. And then you say, like, the one thing you want to talk about. Like democratized workplaces, or workers' co-ops, or, like, a revolution or something. Also, Vivian, if you want to get in with the fucking bants, you gotta join the Vaush.gg fucking chat. My beautiful new web. No. Okay. We might actually get a bonus one this time. I'm really good with the firebrands, I think, kind of, maybe. No, no, no! Okay. 20 kills. Burn. 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 Burn confirmed. Are consumer co-ops socialist? No, not at all. I used to... No! How did I not see that? Oh, thank God I didn't get hit. No! You're gonna burn now, motherfucker. Get. 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 Fuck those little invisible fucking bitch boys. Seriously. Fuck hard mode. Are we going red? I think we're going... Let's go purple. Is mayonnaise socialist? How'd you know? Conspicuous user, you probably wouldn't like me then. I shit on Quebec pretty fucking often. Most of the French Canadians I've engaged with in my life have been racist, fucking nationalistic, self-obsessed cunts. You consider any nationalized industry to be a consumer co-op? That's... An interesting take, but it's not wrong, right? I mean, it's pretty much definitionally correct. Maybe not operationally correct, but in like a tautological sense. Get fucking torched! I love the firebrands. Oh my god, they feel good. What are your thoughts on libertarian socialism? Ah, it's good. It's pretty okay. Oh, no! No! I got to 29! Wait, did I hit 30? I don't actually know if I hit 30 or if I hit 29. Chat, confirm. Did I get the 30th kill before I took that hit? Please fucking God. Would I consider my philosophy postmodernist existentialist to an extent? Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Existentialism substantially influenced my my political outlook. I hit 30? Blessed day. I love the what if it was purple joke you did in the kill stream. I hate how they didn't address how hard they got out joked. Well, Nazis aren't very funny. That's the problem. They have a terrible sense of humor. I mean, that flamenco guy unironically said that he finds the what the fuck was that irrelevant cunt's name? Noam? Nick? No, the Australian. Come on. Come on. What is it? Is it Rand? Rand. Yeah. Yeah. They actually found that funny. It's kind of existentially terrifying to me. Can you imagine how, like, vacuous a person has to be intellectually, emotionally, morally, existentially to find that funny? I don't know. It's actually very concerning. Wave of Denial, Sinew Slicer, and Double Crossbow-matic. I don't want any of these. Get the fuck out of my face. Fire! 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 Alright, fucker. I haven't tried out my new shield yet. I gotta try it out. You burn. Give me a shot. Give it. Oh, cool. I get a force field for a bit after. Burn. Burn. I wish I could throw these down. So I could jump over enemies and toss them down. That'd be fucking sick. What's more concerning is that Rand has a kid. Yeah, Rand definitely beats and rapes his child. You guys can spread that around if you want. I know you mock Quebec. It's unfortunate. Outside of urban centers, there are a bunch of fashy radio hosts in Quebec and Murdoch-like media run by a media mogul. These are the reasons you get Deezers and JFs. Yep. Well, better work on that. Better take up arms and fucking fix your little province, because that shit's real unfortunate. Do you think the U.S. will swing towards Dems in the next election? No, I don't. Pardon me for sounding defeatist, boys, but I think Trump's going to win a second term. With the way the DNC and the associated news outlets are throwing their weight behind Joe Biden right now, yeah, I would not be surprised if he gets a second term. All it would take is one little national emergency, another accusation that migrants are coming up to the border to fuck all of our white women, a declaration of war, some kind of terrorist attack. Yeah, I could see Trump winning a second term easily. JF rapes mentally disabled women? Yes, he does. I can't believe after my drama, people were like, Irish is the next JF. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Do you have any advice for a long-time lost reactionary finally discovered their sexuality is afraid they won't be accepted for the same reason they preached? Oh, red comment. I mean, it depends on the circles you run in. You haven't specified your sexuality. I assume you mean gay or bi or pan and not pedophilia? No, but no, maybe you won't be accepted in some communities, but the communities that you will... Yes, I got 30! Yes! Okay, so since we got 30 kills without taking damage, I get some gold, I get 20 cells, slurp, 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 and I get my choice of 3 pretty great items. So we've got the oiled sword, cool, the cudgel, cool, and the infantry grenade. This is an easy fucking infantry grenade pickup for me. Absolutely. The infantry grenade is like a grenade on a 4-second cooldown. It's great. Vivian, I promise you. I know the API says some scary stuff, but it's not gonna like fuck over your Twitter account if you just use your regular account. But happy to have you here, Vivian. So what was I saying? Do you think impeaching would actually be better politically, or would it lead to worse outcomes in your opinion? I genuinely don't know at this point. I'm losing hope in electoralism, boys. Bernie 2020 is all I can say. Is the cultural appropriation meme more racism or social manipulation? I need more detail than that. Sometimes cultural appropriation is, like, super fucking bad. Like, for sure. Uh-huh. My girlfriend is very talented. I'm very proud of her. Okay. If Bernie squeezes into the nomination, we'll run a third-party candidate so people like Dan will have to not pay for healthcare. Libs will go full fash without... Yeah. Pretty fucking sad. Libs will go full fucking fash over Bernie. Red Comet Pan and possibly non-binary. Well, it's possible the communities you run in now won't accept you, but the world is growing more accepting with each... I can't, like, say for sure. I don't know if you... I don't know what your age is, or, like... Or, like, whether you got, like, if you still live with your, like, your family, and maybe your family should... I have no idea. But what I can say, and I know this for a fact, is that unless you're facing death for coming out, you will probably, in the long run, be happier being able to explore your orientation than you will be hiding it up for fear of being judged. So you're a Night in the Wood fan? Yeah, Night in the Wood's a good-ass game. I've drawn fan art of it, too, of May with a big fat booty. Big fat-ass booty May. Okay. Am I for national self-determination? In principle, not really, no. I'm an anarchist. I don't really care about nations having self-determination. But should, like, North Korea and China and Russia get to fuck around all they want? Nah, I don't believe so. I'm for the self-determination of individuals. Because that's edgier, you know? Libs will always go fash before commie. Don't you tell me that. I know that. Nice try, motherfucker! Whoop. So yeah, I don't need to convince you Anglophobia is bad. Demonstrate how your particular comments cause harm, incongruent with general beliefs and discrimination, etc. I don't know if you know what my beliefs are on discrimination, because I don't think discrimination is necessarily intrinsically a bad thing. Depends on the type of discrimination. Don't make me go full fucking edgy, Vivian. And Vivian, I saw your comments on Twitter where you were saying this is like a class thing where people like of lower class British ancestry tend to have different accents that get them shit on in the media. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me what kind of British accent they have. I'll make fun of all British people for their accents. What do you think about the recent news in Iran? Believe it or not, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. Fill me in. Claudia, good luck. I'm rooting for you fucking Aussies. Oh shit, it's an elite. Can I do this? I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, it's a double elite. Yeah, naturally. Oh, yeah. Oh, just fuck me. Yeah. Absolute. Oh, just. Oh, right in the asshole. Yes. Cool. All right. Well. John Bolton just really wants to invade Iran. Oh, good. That probably wasn't worth me taking the damage. Any plans to react to a Stefan video? No, Stefan, I don't... Stefan Molyneux is insane, and his videos worry me. I don't know how to respond to them. He's some kind of mentally ill. He really is. Stefan Molyneux, unironically, tweeted out a picture of him holding up, like, a can of ravioli with Wonder Woman on it, and said, like, ravioli, now with feminist virtue signaling. The dude's insane. He actually... Remember the tirade he went on that one show? And every bad man... No, wait, what was it? Fuck, what was it? Men wouldn't act this way if they were rewarded for it. And for every bad man that stole my lunchbox money, there was a woman who would have chosen a better man. And I don't know how we're gonna get... Do you guys... Are you guys all, like, secretly ableist? Do you want me to just make fun of an insane person? Oh god, Vivian. People seeing that video won't see you making fun of all British people. One British. Vivian, I legitimately do not care. You have to understand. I genuinely don't. Okay, like that. That is really what it boils down to. Okay, I don't care if fucking of all the tens of thousands of people who watch my videos, they see me make a throwaway joke about British people, and they're going to be like, yeah, that's right, the class distinction in England where people of this accent are considered less than other people. Oh, yes, this is a valid distinction. I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I'll make fun of people with any British accent. Do you know why I call British people subhuman? Because as somebody who, A, finds it funny and good praxis to lightly prod other white people, and by the way, telling British people that they're subhuman is like prodding, okay? And for two, I like reinforcing the idea that there can be divisions of racial distinction amongst people who right-wingers would consider white, because it completely stands in the face of everything they say. In the eyes of a Nazi, I and an Anglo-British person should have the same racial identity. So by me making fun of them on account of their race, I am challenging that idea, like on an intrinsic level. Yeah, Zerker, the dude's fucking lost it. Guys, you don't need to, like, give me evidence that Stefan Molyneux is a Nazi. He's a Nazi. He's a fucking Nazi. Stefan Molyneux stubs his toe and then angrily tweets out, "This wouldn't have happened if we could talk about race and IQ in the media." Like, he's just fucking crazy. He's a fucking crazy boy. He's a crazy boy Molyneux. Voss, also Britain gave us Australia. Yeah, they're pretty fucked, huh? Vivian, listen, I think the offense you're taking to this is disproportionate to the amount of actual societal harm being brought about here. That other person on Twitter who you stood for, who, like, vague posted about me before I called them out with my retweet, that person unironically said I was invoking the language of eugenics. For saying British people are subhuman, I say people who use tap up to jump and smash rather than the Y button. I say those people are subhuman. Everyone is subhuman to me. I'm clearly trying to, like, de-radicalize the term. Fuck! God damn it! Oh, I planned that so poorly. That was my fault. Would you mind reading through this article on Rahab? Actually, I would mind it, because I'm playing a fucking video game, you piece of shit. Why do people think that I'm just like a political bot? Link it to me on my Discord, okay? Why is suggestions locked down? Idiot. Do you ever play games with subs? It's something I plan on doing in the future, but right now I don't really know where I'm at in, like, a content creation sense, you know? Like, look, right now I've got, well, probably like 200? Yeah, pretty much 200 viewers when I do video games, but then when I do politics, sometimes I hit 2K. That's a really wide disparity, and it makes me kind of uncomfortable. Because what I never wanted to just, like, put out YouTube videos. I had hoped to be regarded a little bit more holistically. But I know the people who are, like, the true fans, who enjoy my personality, not just my political takes, are probably going to stick around for the video game stuff. And that's great, and I like that. But I don't know, like, the extent to which I should facilitate the video game stuff with subs. I will let you guys in on a tippy-top secret, though, okay? Because tomorrow I'm going to be doing, early in the morning, I'm going to be doing a viewer call-in stream, okay? That, in fact, is going to be the entire stream. It's going to be a minimum of 4 hours of you fucks lining up in Discord and getting to talk with me, okay? Oh no, Vivian. Same racial identity, not the same culture. You're aware of culture memes, dude. Whole Britbunger meme is a popular right-wing meme, seeks to discredit British culture as being subservient to Islam. What? That can't be true. Is that true? Even if it is, I don't care. But is that true? What's the difference between Destiny and I in style and ideology? It's a pretty big difference. Destiny does what he does, A, to make money, and B, to find the truth of the matter, okay? I do what I do for the sole and expressed purpose. I mean, obviously I like making money. I like being able to pay for groceries and shit. But I do what I do for the expressed purpose of fighting fascism. Silence. It might be a bit before I can get back to it. I have a fuckload of Discord messages to respond to. Stop! I speak like Destiny? I mean, yeah, I've been a fan of his for years. Also, Destiny is a pretty good rhetorical style. It's pretty good against right-leaning people. But I don't like this assertion that I'm just, like, ripping off Destiny or that I even speak like Destiny. The fact of the matter is that for a long time, no one on the left acted like Destiny. People on the left have been very orthodox, very careful with their language, very measured, very sort of PC. But Destiny showed that there is a huge rhetorical value to taking a different approach, to being edgy and aggressive and confrontational. To say that like I'm like a Destiny clone is like saying that that fucking Medal of Honor is a clone of like Doom or Duke Nukem 3D. I don't think it follows. It's just a new style that's starting to catch on. There are other people who are starting to do it like this too, like Pig Puncher, for example, and I wish all the fucking luck to them. If it works, it works. Also, I say it is pretty fundamentally antithetical to the principles of leftism to see, like, praxis working, and then to go, oh, no, you can't do that. You're ripping off another person's style. Vivian. Not originated in 4chan. Originally, this silly, this whole Big Ben thing, incredibly popular on the right because it makes Britain sound silly. It's spread then to show anyone who's shit on Brits. Vivian, again, I don't care. I do way edgier shit, like, every single stream than, say, Britbonger and make jokes about British people. That might be the least edgy thing I do. I'm sorry, I don't care. You realize you're one of those perpetually offended SJW types that the right likes to stereotype as representing all of us? Like, when I made that tweet saying black people are real, and you asked me if I was making, like, race realist statements or something? Like, I'm not saying your intentions are bad, because I don't think they are. I think you're a good person and all. But, like, Jesus, fuck. Are there not actual right-leaning people that you could tweet at? Sade Bray. We'll get there. To those of you who are watching from YouTube, as you may notice, the chat that is scrolling up the left side of my screen, so, well, your screen, is not the chat you're currently participating in. That's because I have a new website. It's called VOD.gg, and you can participate in chat there if you want to be fucking noticed by me, okay? So head the fuck on over. It's linked in the video description. Hey, non-authority. How you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty okay. How the fuck are you doing this good and enjoying firebrands? I find them genuinely awful to use. You're doing a good job on them. No, I love firebrands. They're so much fun. What was I just told? Somebody said something about ContraPoints. Why'd somebody say something about ContraPoints? I thought I saw it. Oh, of accusing lefties for copying her. Yeah. Very counterproductive, I say. Let's pump up these gold reserves. Perhaps you should have a watermark for Vaush.gg on vid. I don't think so. In time. It may take a month, but in time people will get to this. People say you sound like Destiny to get under your skin. It kind of works. But it's okay. Aiden Woods, I don't accuse you of being confrontational. I do treat at white-wing people with particular offense be saying maybe subhuman because they're kind of shitty to do, fall off the handle. Been your escalation, bud. No, Vivian, I'll never say that. You keep thinking that I have some like deep-seated moral revulsion to calling British people subhuman, and that one day you're gonna break through to me and I'll like burst out sobbing and say, "Oh my God, you're right. How could I participate in this vile behavior?" I legitimately don't care. Can you stop moralizing at me? It's actually really obnoxious, and I will block you on Twitter if you keep doing it. It's really fucking annoying. Bop Quap. Happy to have you here, friend. Yeah, humans are subhuman. That's what I'm saying. Yeah?
Should I block Vivian for like an hour or something?
No. I'm having a conversation with them. Why would you say that?
Oh, I don't know if they're distracting me. It's politics.
No, I'll block them. Peepo is better praxis than Peppo. I agree with that. Or Pepe, sorry. Cerebre. Yeah, I'll keep making shit up, alright? For real, though, Vivian, like, you have to save your energy, okay? I'm edgy. I've always been. It's not even like a fucking... Oh, God. It's not even like a thing that I do... Oh, fucking God. It's not even something I do... for viewership or anything. I am and always have been an edgy fucking boy. And you will never get me to believe... Fuck, why didn't I just block that? You will literally never get me to believe that me saying, like, fucking British people are subhuman, is, like, harming people materially. You'll never get me to believe that. Can we not talk about politics? Somebody earlier in chat said that talking about politics all the time leads to burnout. And they're right. It was literally 24 hours ago I was debating on the fucking kill stream. Vivian. Well, okay, you call me out for the debate. You want to dodge now, it's fine. I guess you can't handle criticism. I'll not bother tweeting at you. I'm edgy, lol. How many Nazis have heard say it? So cringe. Okay, whatever, dude. Hey, everyone in Vaush.gg chat, can we all take a moment to Pepe laugh at Vivian for unironically trying to, like, cringe me? For the person saying that I'm being Anglophobic by making fun of British people, calling me cringe. Can we all, I think we all deserve a good Pepe laugh at that one. I'm willing to throw that up. Vivian, you've got good intentions, but holy fuck. Yeah, fuck British people. How was your celebration burger? Where'd you go? There's a local burger joint in the town that I'm in that we went. Oh God, that we went to. It was good. I always get the same thing when I go there. What are my favorite games? Probably the best games I've ever played, just best in terms of quality, would probably be Hollow Knight or Celeste. But in terms of the total amount of enjoyment I've gotten out of a game, that would probably go to World of Warcraft. Trendamir, how do you know upgrade break the floor with? I don't know if you have holy fucks be so useful and I can't seem to find it. I got the upgrade that let me break the floor by like beating a boss or something. Like, I didn't have to go very far. It just took a little bit of playing. Hey, fuck off. I'm playing so fucking poorly. You ever enjoy any BioWare? Believe it or not, I've never played a single BioWare game. Not once. I did this specifically to infuriate you. Have you played the game Franbo, developer's new game this year? I have not. I should really not look at chat when I'm actively walking towards enemies. Burn him up! Get him up! Get him up! Get him up! Oh, get him up! Oh, get him up! Oh, Woo! That was a good parry. I'm gonna die at the boss because I fucking lost a bunch of health. But how the fuck are you so good at this? I'm not good at this game, guys. I've seen good people play this game, okay? I'm not good at this game. Good would be getting a no-hit run. Have I seen the subreddit Friend World? Yeah. I mean, Nazi shit, you know. You would love Iron Bull? I do not know what you're talking about. Who do you main in Smash? King K. Rool, obviously. Have I played any Half-Life games? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Well, actually, I never played Half-Life. Actually, well, now that I think about it, I've only really played Half-Life 2 in the first half of Half-Life 2 Episode 1. So I guess, in, like, the totality of things, I actually have... Whoa! Blueprint! Heavy turret, absolutely. I'm pretty heavy. Okay, I should clarify. I main King K. Rool and Villager, okay? I would main Isabel, but I'm not a trans girl. More like King K. Drool. Hey, if you're gonna do it right. King K. Fool. Whoa, 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 you can't be elite! No! Stop! 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 Did not time that properly. Stop! Oh, another blueprint! Oh, it came back. 2 rare blueprints. Holy fuck. Circus, shut the fuck up. You'll get me in trouble with Vivian. Play the Half-Life 1 games on stream. Listen, the 2 games that I really want to play on stream are Sekiro, and so I want to play Sekiro, which I'll do as soon as I have my new computer put together. And I really want to play the Metal Gear Solid series. All of them, okay? That'll be like my political engagement for the decade. Oh, these are purple. I appreciate you don't appropriate our culture, Trans Squad. Yep, I don't appropriate the trans culture at all. The trans is trans ethno state now. I'm playing so fucking badly. The fucking invisible bitches. They're responsible for like 90% of the damage I take. Animal Crossing streams would slap? They really wouldn't, actually. Animal Crossing is not a good stream game, nor is it a good game. Fuck off. Oh, I know people are going to get mad at me over that one. Oh, yep, they're mad. Yep, they're mad. In great excruciating detail, describe the flavor and viscosity of your precious seed. I think at this point my girlfriend might know more about that than me. You'll have to ask her, okay? Yeah, sorry. I actually have a social life and I'm successful, so I don't need like a game where you pretend to have a functioning daily routine and take meaningless joy from accomplishing small tasks that amount to nothing and require barely any input from you. I don't actually need to pretend to have like satisfaction in my life. I can just do it. Oh, no, no, no! They're so mad. Oh, fuck, I can't die. I can't die, I have 2 rare blueprints. They're so mad.
Unironically so mean. I don't even play Animal Crossing anymore, and I have a life, and that still hurts.
Oh, no, 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 no! They're fuming. Will this be what cancels me? Find out next week. Dragon Ball Z. Nope. Can we please go back to the less conversational topic? Like us saying the N-word. Oh, what a joy. Can I get to the end of the level? I have 2 rare blueprints and I'm 1 hit from death. I'm getting gamer excited now. Fuck. No, no, no. If only the chat didn't lack critical information. What's your hot take on BioShock? I don't really have a hot take. They're good games. Is that a hot take? Oh, I'm definitely gonna fucking die. I gotta play so fucking careful. Have I played System Shock? Yeah, actually, I played most of System Shock 2. But that game is not balanced particularly well. I think I was younger. I think I reached a point in that game where it was, like, impossible for me to continue with the build that I had. Or, like, near impossible. And I didn't have any save states that progressed far enough back that I could undo the choices I had made. So it was basically just a reset. And I didn't care enough. What are your thoughts on Stardew Valley? Hey, remember, did you not hear what I just said?
They're begging.
They're begging!
Even harder with Stardew Valley.
They're...
You can have a relationship there, you can't in AC.
They're desperate. They're fuming. They need it. They need me to affirm their weird life simulacrum game. Do I watch any SOL anime? Slice of Life? K-On! Is one of the best anime, like, fucking ever, in my opinion. Oh my god, I'm so fucked. Just give me whatever. I'm gonna die in 1 fucking hit to this boss. Non-authority, no! I want my money. What do you think of The Witcher 3? It's a pretty damn good game. Really ambitious. Didn't really do anything, like, flawlessly. Got good political, you know, atmosphere going. I don't know. Thoughts on Rohan? Dagakotowaru! That's my thought, okay? Was that cringy of me to do? I don't really care. Ooh! Okay. Okay. We gotta no-hit this, boys. He's mad. He's fuming. Wow. I sure did not parry that hit. Well, at least I got the rare blueprints in. Thoughts on the Devil May Cry series? Never actually played it. Ever read or watched Monster? No, but it's been on my to-watch list and my to-read list for ages. I just have so little free time. Ever played Bloodborne? Yes. And I've played the fuck out of all the Dark Souls games. What happened to the Desti bots? They were all over the chat earlier today. They just got, I mean... They get bored, dude. They don't really care. They just sort of gang up on whoever they get to, like, take out their personal frustrations against that day. Favorite Soulsborne boss and why is it Frida? Frida is really up there, okay? If Frida isn't my favorite Soulsborne boss, she's definitely top 3. But man, I have a really personal, like, existential love for Slave Knight Gale. Slave Knight Gale makes me fucking feel things, you know? Like, I'm about to spoil some shit, okay? I'm about to wax poetic to you guys, alright? So for those of you who don't know, in the Dark Souls games, okay, pretty much every human and, well, quite a few gods have gone hollow. That is to say, their undead curse has rotten away at their soul to the extent that they're no longer functionally a human being or a god. They can't think or feel, they just mindlessly pursue goals. Initially, when you first meet Slave Knight Gale, he's this small, humble, ragged man standing reverently at the foot of an altar, beckoning you into the painted world of Ariandel to bring flame to that world, to inspire the painter, the unnamed painter, who will build a new world for humanity. So that's cool and great, right? Cool? But, as it so happens, the paint, which she needs to paint that world, the paint she needs to create a new painted world, an ashen world, a cold, dark place that will make a goodly home for many. She needs a very special kind of paint. She needs the paint which imbues within it the soul of humanity. She needs the Dark Soul. Now, the Dark Soul at this point has been split up amongst literal billions of entities. The furtive pygmy who first claimed the heart of the Dark Soul from the first flame has long since died, probably like a literally infinite length of time ago. The Dark Soul now beats within the heart of every single human, undead or otherwise, hollow or not, left in the face of the world. So how does one go about reclaiming that paint? How does one go about turning it into pigment? Well, Slave Knight Gale, when you first meet him, is a humble and, at least visually, weak man. But as you travel to the Ringed City and the tail end of your conquests, you come across the last, I don't know if she's quite surviving, the last daughter of Gwyn, Lord of the First Flame. And when you rouse her from her slumber, a slumber which was magically keeping the Ringed City in its place in time, to weather it against the decay of the world, you advance forward in time. And you see the world in its true end state. With each Dark Souls game, the world gets a little bit more fucked, but here we reach the zenith. There is nothing left but ash. The whole world, just a marauding desert of featureless ash, with the crumbling ruins of cathedrals, monuments, and castles rolling off into the distance as far as the eye can see. There's nothing left. There's nothing. There's nobody. But as you emerge, after rousing, what is it? It's not Guinevere or Gwendolyn. Gwyneth? I actually forget the name of the third daughter, whose sleep you rouse. But after you do so, you wander out into this world to find one man. One person who was insulated against the passage of time that you just skipped through. From your perspective, you just went from being in the middle of the Ringed City, a fortress, just warped suddenly to a barren, faceless world of ash. But not for the person you see. Not for Slave Knight Gale. Vivian, can you not interrupt me while I'm rambling about how much I like Dark Souls? What made you laugh?
Somebody that Vivian added was like, go the fuck off. The dancing couple, and I just thought that was really funny.
So let me finish this up, okay? You emerge from this warped point in time to find an entity which has weathered every second of that time jump. Slave Knight Gale, who has been, for the past uncountably long length of time, dutifully acquiring the Dark Soul the only way he knows how to. He has been finding and killing and eating all of the humans left. Every one of them on Earth. And he's undead, he doesn't age, but he is now monstrously strong, suffused with the blood of every human to have ever lived. Unbelievably strong. And he's been weathering this for, what, eons? Millions? Billions of years, possibly? Tracking down every human he could by scent alone, finding the remnants of the blood of the Dark Soul within them, and consuming them to wet it with his own blood. For to paint, the Dark Soul needs to be wet, and what better pigment is there than the blood of those whose home you mean to build? So there you are, at the end of the world, facing off against somebody who has spent the past uncountable length of time desperately trying to procure a reagent needed by his mistress to build a new world for humanity. And you know, you're a human. You carry the blood of the Dark Soul in you. So there was really only one thing that you could do when the two of you meet. You pop the fuck off! It's a really fucking good fight. It's not the hardest in the series, but it is definitely one of the most cinematic between you and Slave Knight Gale. The beauty of it really is that initially he's not hollow. He's sane, actually. He is not, he hasn't lost himself entirely to his passions. He's capable of thinking. He speaks, in fact, when he first sees you. The blood of the dark soul. And then he throws a corpse at you, okay? He didn't speak much, all right? But he still spoke. But you fight with him, and when you weather him down to his second phase, he looks down at his own sword and sees his own blood dripping onto it. And his blood isn't red, like a human should be. It's black, because he has succeeded. The blood of the dark soul now runs within him. It's been an uncountably long length of time, but at long fucking last, his blood is the blood of the dark soul. He carries within him some approximate portion of the first flame that gave light and life to humanity to begin with. He is the dark soul. And the moment he sees that his blood has become one with the dark soul, that he's completed his mission, instantly, he goes hollow. He instantly loses his mind. Because the reason he's been pushing himself forward for this length of time, braving madness, living in spite of the decrepit world in which he finds himself, persisting past the existence of every other man, every other woman, every other hero that he's fought and killed in that time. He did it all for that one purpose, to find the dark soul. And he's done it. The purpose is done. And so is he. He goes mad then, and he fights you as a hollow. And there's something very beautiful to me about that the Dark Souls series, which is fundamentally, at a very base level, about you, the humble proletarian undead, fighting your way across gods and kings and heroes and legends and villains of a long decrepit civilization, that the final fight of the world, the last conflict in all of history, ever, would be a duel between two humble undead. Neither of them nobility, neither of them born of any specific purpose or destiny, but both of them overwhelmingly strong in their will. Their willpower alone suffusing them against the hollowing until the final moments of their lives. I hope you all appreciated that. I like that fight. Stardew Valley's still better. Fuck off. Will you turn hollow after fighting fascism? Unfortunately, yes. That is the perilous conclusion that we must draw from this. That when the day finally comes that fascism is defeated once and for all, my eyes will roll over, my mind will go blank, and there will be no purpose to my existence anymore. Unknown follow, I also hate that. I don't like games that allow you to just grind your way out of difficulty. Stop LARPing? I'm literally just telling the story in the game. Fuck off. Piece of shit. Was Vivian still making a ruckus? Probably. Connor, fuck off. Yeah, you're right. Dark Souls does let you overlevel. The difference is that in Dark Souls, past a certain point, leveling doesn't actually affect your strength that much. Realistically speaking, at the end of a new game playthrough in Dark Souls, like, you're probably gonna be, at least in Dark Souls 3, you're probably gonna be like level 80 or so if you've been playing just like as a regular person. But you being level 160 would for one take an unbelievably long time to get to with new game enemies, and for two, it would not really like that substantively increase your level of strength. Like, it would help, don't get me wrong, but in the Pokemon games that's not exactly the same. A level, say, like 70 Pokemon, it will like BTFO a level 50 Pokemon, like almost all of the time, unless it's a hard counter. Yeah, not only have I played Binding of Isaac, I've 1,000,000%ed it. I've gotten the full achievement. I have never played a single Fire Emblem game, I'm afraid. What did I think about Dark Souls 2? It's a very good game. It's not as good as 1 or 3, but people shit on it, I think, unnecessarily. And I want you to do lore streams? I would love to. Come on, where are my real fans at? Weren't you guys here for when I talked about that story I want to write someday? I know some of you were. Yeah, Binding of Isaac is an extremely good game. How many languages do you speak? Just the one, buddy. Sorry. No. Story about the roguelike spaceship in Hell game. It sounded pretty cool. No, well, yes, it does. But no, I'm talking about the one I talked about the girl with the one giant arm. Nah, fuck you guys. You're not even my fucking real fans. Oh, yeah, MF Zoom remembers. MF Zoom is here. Just confirming my suspicion that you fuckers aren't even watching me. Uh-oh. Yeah, just so you guys know, the proper etiquette for my stream dying now is for you guys to spam bogged, all caps in chat. Okay? That's how it's done. I wasted my bachelor's degree by majoring in Mandarin. Well, nothing. Knowledge isn't a waste. A little bit defeatist. Vaush, the one with the family, and Vaush and the lady whose brother's the ultimate warrior, but doesn't. Miss Catherine, that's actually the other story I've rambled about. You're so much of an original fan, a true blue fan, that you actually remember the OG fucking story I went off on. Have a good sleep, Faye. Faye. Trans rights. How do you deal with being in a room full of people who are actively hostile to you? I don't know. I'm usually confident that with an audience, I can make them look the fool, and I think I did that time. At least judging from some of the comments that I've seen on poll. You know I read up on this shit. Some of the comments I've seen afterwards from, say, poll or from Kiwi Farms, because they've got their own thread there. I gave it a peep, and it seems like the general consensus, at least as much as was possible, was that they got BDFO'd. Of course, they always, use diminutive language, like, oh, that you guys did so poorly that even that idiot Vaush looked good, you know? But it's the same functional thing. It's because they're constitutionally incapable of admitting that they got BDFO'd. If Hassan is Diet Destiny, are you plus size Destiny? Possibly. If the margin by which we're measuring plus is the brain size, then yes, absolutely. The hierarchy holds up in that respect. Well, fuck yeah, I'm really happy to hear that, friend. I mean, I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for us, because I'm pretty fucking gay too. But yeah, no, yeah, marginalized communities and all that. I am sincerely happy that I am able to help you. In that respect. Or not help you. I'm sincerely happy that I am able to contribute to a broader social solution in whatever minor a way I can. Sorry, I'm pretty out of it right now. It's actually a little bit stressful moving to the new website. A lot of uncertainty there. Can we get a stronger trans rights? Trans rights! We did it. What kind of music do I listen to? Video game soundtracks. Yes, Vaush.gg is unquestionably where all the cool people will hang out. And like I said earlier, one of the best things with Vaush.gg is that the chat continues to exist even when I'm not streaming. So if you guys are having a fucking convo or whatever, you don't need to just like, oh, well, I guess we'll take it to the Discord or some dumb shit like that. You can keep it going right here for as long as you want. Claudia, I'm happy to hear that. Play any fighting games? I like Smash, and I used to play Skullgirls a lot. Sadabram, glad you feel that way. Alright, I'm about to get fucked by this boss again. I've yet to beat this boss in hard mode. Daniel84, you piece of shit. Get your hands out of my fucking facial hair. Okay. Can I get some poison going? Alright, we got this going. Am I going to check out Indivisible when it comes out? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've been following the development cycle of that game for ages. Not only have I followed it, when I went to Anime Expo last year, I went to, like, multiple panels about Indivisible, and I met the fucking creators of it. Ever learn how to make your epic space game? It sounds like a cool idea. Okay, you guys want to see some top secret industry shit? Hold on. Yeah, Pastel is the person who gets brought up in the same breath as Poppy with that whole drama. A lot of people tried to say that they were implicated in the drama in some way, but, oh, whoops. But Pastel themselves said that I never did anything they considered harassment. Rockatansky, like, don't worry about it, okay? I was already, listen, at the end of the day, I'm a confident and kind of, like, brash dude, which makes me, at least in left-leaning circles, a very easy figure to hate if even a little bit goes wrong. Just a little bit. So it doesn't, like, really matter what evidence is presented. This is just a power game. As I grow larger and more ubiquitous in my reach, it'll be harder and harder for people to form baseless criticisms of my behavior. Yeah, and I've got the 2 Destiny threads today. Vivian, the problem here isn't you misgendering them. The problem is that Pastel is a horrible human being and is actually insane. Bam! Bring it in. Yeah, Vivian, you're canceled or whatever. Oh, goddamn it. 2 of them. Yeah, sure. Sorry. Oh, misgendered them again, Vivian. No, Vivian, I legit don't care if, like, Pastel kills themselves. They're a terrible human being. And they lie about me constantly. Nah. I can't even dunk on them, too, because they're so mentally ill. I don't even know if they're, like, mentally, like, cogent for any given situation, you know? Whoa! No! Oh, how did I dodge that? That Hassan mod was saying you attracted cringe anarchy and conspiracy redditors. Yeah, there's nothing me, a very outspoken leftist, attracts, like, cringe anarchy viewers. The literal fucking far-right reactionary subreddit. Ah, Beats, I'm delighted to hear that. It's a wonderful major. Yikes. Oh, who's this Pastel person? Pastel was a here's the top secret drama that the feds don't want you to know, okay? Can I tell you about them? Can you tell us? Yeah. Okay, so the gist with Pastel, pretty simply, is that so the Poppy drama was like a year and a half ago, right? Pastel drama was a few months ago. Turn of the year, I think. So beginning of 2019, end of 2018. And the gist of it is that I had joined the server called Polychads, which was just basically an offshoot of Destiny's Discord. Except it was like a little bit kind of like cooler, I guess. It was smaller, you know, they actually sort of curated who came in. It was cool, it was a good community. Anyway, there was a person there named Pastel. Pastel was known for being a tanky, kind of a transphobe. They were a little bit of a lolcow, to use problematic language. Someone who's kept around because they're like amusing and weird and such. You know what I'm talking about. Ah, excuse me, goodness, that burger's coming back. Vivian, you did it again. Anyway, they were kept around mostly because they were amusing, but they were kind of weird, and they were like a very Christian leftist sort of person who was kind of transphobic, but also identified as non-binary. They're weird, okay? I'm not going to try and like cohesively explain their values or whatever, because that would be not an excellent use of my time. However, where things started to get Whoa! Oh, Christ, these fucking... Every level down. No, ouch, my cells. I deserved that. So what was I saying? Okay, so the gist of it is that they fell deeply, madly in lust with me. Okay? That really is the gist of it. They were always this, like, super-duper Christian Catholic, no hands below the belt, no fucking, you know, no sex until marriage, sex is gross, blah, blah. But I had a debate with them on my YouTube, for my YouTube channel, or I think I streamed it really early on. This was back when I was getting, like, 20 viewers, okay? And, I'll always take firebrands. Yeah, Kanye, it takes a little bit. I'm not sure why it takes a little bit, but it does. Shut the fuck up, y'all. We're working on it, okay? Anyhow, I had them on for a debate, and they were, you know, it was like a debate, whatever. It wasn't like a crazy interesting debate. But afterwards, they started getting real fucking handsy with me, okay? I would be in group voice chats sometimes on Polychads, and they would be in the voice chat not saying anything, and then they would type into the text channel. They would type, like, crazy wet right now, hearing him, you know? Like, oh my god, I'm so wet. Like, stuff like that. Like, stuff that even for, like, a not Christian conservative person sexually, them Destiny threads are real bad. They even call you rapist. Yeah, they'll call me fucking anything, dude. It doesn't stop the fact that I got 2K viewers yesterday after streaming for 3 months. Obviously, I'm growing and they can't stop that. And I'm happy, and I think we're doing good work. Anyway, they got real fucking thirsty, real fucking fast. I would be chatting in, like, the main call, and they would be, like, in other channels, like, talking about how they can't not think about me. They would vague tweet about, like, been thinking about him all day. What's wrong with me? You know? That kind of shit. Like, it was fucking crazy. So listen. Oh, I parried. Oh my god, I'm a fucking god. So it was really kind of weird. But you're really proud of that 2K, aren't you? Yeah, of course I'm proud of that 2K. Are you kidding me? I literally went from spending like a decade idolizing streamers, and within a couple months, I now am being that exact thing I always wanted to be. Through hard work and a lot of luck, I'm really, really proud of what I've made. Yeah, I'm very proud of the 2K. What was I getting on about? So they were getting really fucking thirsty. They were sending the thirst tweets. They were making the thirst comments. They were going hard, okay? Now listen, I'm a pretty sexually confident person, and I don't get weirded out by people's sexual behavior that easily. I do a little bit more easily now because I stream, so I don't want to develop a parasocial relationship of any kind. But back then, I wasn't a streamer. Or I streamed to like 20 people or something. So that relationship, that mindset wasn't really a thing yet. Whatever the case was, I thought, like, here was my thought, okay? Hey, this pastel person is, like, pretty hot. Okay, so, like, I'll flirt with them. I don't give a fuck. I'll flirt. People flirt with me. I'll flirt with them. That's fair. They're also kind of, like, weird about this. It seems like they're really fucking horny, but they can't, like, deal with it. Like, because they would be like, oh my god, how can I get him to send me his dick? I need to see his dick. And then I would message them and I'd be like, do you want to see my dick? This isn't a secret. You can see my, like, do you want? And they'd be like, no. You know what I mean? We've all dealt with people like this, probably in like middle school. But here I am, an adult. I thought, okay, they're hot. I'll, like, you know, fairly like milquetoast flirt with them, and maybe as like an added bonus, maybe me being kind of like chill and forward with sexuality will make them less of a fucking spaz about it. Maybe if I can talk about it and I'll just be like, yeah, you know, sex is cool and we got big floppy dongies and it's all good. Yeah, it's all good, dude. Maybe I could get them kind of on board with that and to not be so weird. Okay, well, we already had the 30 kills. So I thought that it wasn't like my quest to save them. I just thought, like, as long as I'm flirting with them, maybe it will have this secondary positive effect. I hope it does. However, it didn't actually have that effect. They flirted with me really aggressively. They asked me for, like, dick pictures. They initiated everything. Everything was initiated by them. And then one day they got so, like, flirty, and of course I reciprocate when I'm flirted with. I ain't no fucking pussy. But they flirted, like, so hot and heavy with me that they later disappeared for 3 days. And when they came back, they said that they had fasted for 3 days to cleanse their body of sin, following their unseemly behavior with me. What the fuck? That, I don't fuck with that. Fasting? Nope. No. Nope, I don't fuck with that. Hard fucking no from me. Had a conversation with them. I was like, hey, Pastel, this has been great and all, but I really think I'm enabling, like, mental illness or self-harm in you. I'm not trying to, like, belittle you or whatever, but we're super done with this. And they did not take it well. As it so happened, Poppy, of Poppy fame, was a moderator of this server. And Pastel, the next day, ran around yelling about how I had, like, used them, like I'd used them for sexual gratification, but then ditched them or some crazy shit like that. And Poppy jumped on it. I can't tell you what happened between Poppy and Pastel because I don't know and probably never will. But all I know is that Poppy and Pastel talked, and then afterwards Pastel became convinced that I had used them in the same way I had used Poppy. Even though I never used Poppy, but again, we're not dealing with a mentally well person. Whatever the case may be, they like lost it. And then Poppy, seeing an opportunity, started bringing up the drama shit again in this new community. And Pastel, who is a liar, Pastel is not an honest person, it's a product of their mental illness, lied and said that I had sexually harassed them as well, even though there are screenshots of them saying in DMs to other people, not to me, to other people, that what I did wasn't harassment. That it wasn't harassment, that they had initiated it, that they just felt weird about it. But they went on talking about how they had been harassed, and Poppy's like, look, Vaush has a pattern of harassing people. This is something that he does to multiple people. Look, Vaush targets mentally ill people to exploit them sexually and then ditches them when it's no longer convenient for him. Or whatever, like, nonsense like that, right? But the drama was enough, and I got kicked out of polychats. And a few months later, this exact shit got brought up again to like, Destiny's mainstream community. So that's the gist of it. That's who Pastel is. Pastel is the person whose thirst and whose, like, unrequited desire and whose, like, unfathomably severe mental illness. They're also a heroin addict and frequently engage in self-harm. Pastel is the person whose fucking brain state led to the reformation of this drama and my subsequent exile from the Destiny community. But they've themselves admitted I never harassed them, so I don't really bring them up when I talk about the drama. Because what I did with Poppy was kind of shitty back then, but I never did anything wrong with Pastel. Miss Catherine, Destiny is going to have to... I understand this may sound like a conceited position from me, but he's going to have to fucking apologize before I would ever consider speaking with him civilly again. There was a message earlier that I wanted to respond to. What was it? Oh, Dusty the Angel, the incel in me talking at Vaush humble bragging. Dusty the Angel, believe it or not, I completely understand you. Back before I started doing this public shit, I used to get jealous of, like, Destiny and, like, all the other public figures, because, like, oh, man, I wish I had, like, crazy bitches thirsting after me. You know how it is. Only now do I realize it's really not fucking worth it. Please listen to me. It's not fucking worth it, okay? Even if it wasn't for the drama shit, it's not fucking worth it. It's not. It's not worth it, okay? When crazy people, especially if you're a man, and I know this sounds like some fucking MRA shit, but especially if you're a man, the risks posed to you by mentally unstable people getting involved with you and beginning to idolize you are tremendous. Not only to your reputation, but to their mental health. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, Squad W, boys. A grug emote? I do agree. Guys, you're gonna like this new weapon I've got. I hope you folks over in YouTube chat are doing well. Oh, Logan Osherman, thanks for the $2. I popped in right to see you that donation. Yeah, it's not a trial, it's an execution. Uh-huh. Hey man, thanks for responding to my comment and stuff. I really love you, man. Struggle a lot with the feeling that I'll never be loved. Part of me willing to take anything, you know? Dude, I completely understand. There's literally no feeling in life more destructive than the feeling that you're, like, never going to be loved. But trust me, it's not true. I have been in your position, okay? Now, I am blessed in some ways. I'm not going to be stupid and suggest that all people have an equally easy time finding love. I am tall and I am confident, and that goes a really long way for dudes. With that being said, though, I have been astonished in my life with how much... sound cliche, how much a positive attitude, and I know it's not always possible to maintain one, but the fact that it's something which can be changed should give you some measure of hope. So don't despair too hard, okay? Do I DM D&D? Yeah, totally. So I'll be less thirsty in the future then? I'll definitely be more careful with my thirst. Yeah, that really hurt. The site is so good, Vaush. I fucking love it. God damn it! Yeah, I'm just trying to bring the joy that was D.GG to the world. Also, guys, look at my new weapon. I kick! I kick! I love the new site, but it's lagging a lot more than YouTube does for me. We'll be working on optimization. Kick! 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 That looks like a terrible weapon. It is. But if you kick enemies into walls, they take a bunch of damage. And it attacks pretty quick. What frameworks am I using for the site? I don't fucking know. Ask Quite Nervosa, okay? I don't think I really know what love is. Oh, no. Guys, we're trying to relax. Let's not incel chat up tonight, alright? I love you guys, okay? I really do. And I care about people who have trouble finding love and appreciation, affection, and friendship. But, can you elaborate on what you think Destiny did wrong to you specifically? Yeah, Destiny presented the drama in a really disingenuous, targeted, and a malicious way. If you can see, I'm pretty sure the stream VODs are still public. But the gist of it is that, like, I was streaming one day, and I had, like, 200 viewers or so, and then I blinked, and I had 2,000. And it turns out Destiny had started just reading out, like, edited, maliciously cropped screenshots from me and Poppy that have been out for over a year and a half, by the way. None of this was, like, new information. And I started getting brigaded by people, like, calling me a rapist. I had, like, no preparation for this whatsoever. It came out of fucking nowhere. So I panic. Of course I panic. And I go, can this not be a drama stream? Wait, no, it's fair to talk about. Why don't you tell me what to do? What was I saying? Oh, fuck. Hold on. So what was I saying? Fuck, I handled that so fucking poorly. Man, what was I saying? Why is my memory so bad? Why am I an idiot? Whatever the case is... I don't remember what the case is. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. So I get brigaded with a fuck ton of people, and they're being like Pepe laugh, rapist, haha, creep, fucking creep. So I start sweating very profusely. And because I know what this is about. I had anticipated Poppy getting public with this drama, which is why I had addressed it on stream prior. Everything that like came out with the Destiny stream was stuff I had already publicly mentioned to my fan base. None of this was being hidden. None of this was being like kept under wraps. All of it was very public. I had been completely forward with everyone, but I knew eventually it would get more public. So I had permission in Destiny's Discord. Like I had the ability to join into the voice channel he streams from. Who just give me? Hey, I like trains. Thanks for the £2. You're my favorite streamer, okay? And I fucking love trains. Thank you, buddy. But I had permission, so I went in there to Destiny's chat, to speak on stream, and I went like, hey, what the fuck is going on? And he instantly banned me from the Discord. So no chance was given for me to like air my perspective, and he knew he was looking at edited logs. Not edited as in anything in there was fake, but edited in that they were like screen capped in such a way to exacerbate the severity of what it seemed I had done. If you cut logs up the right way, you can make basically any normal conversation look bad or abusive. That's not to say that I wasn't bad. I was. Only to say that it was edited in a way to very deliberately... Fuck! Oof! My cells! But it was very clearly edited in such a way to exacerbate the severity of the accusations. Whatever the case was, he banned me from the Discord, and it was only after the stream demanded I be brought back in to defend myself that he allowed me to do so. And the entire time that I attempted to defend myself, he was making some really, like, shitty save. He said, like, this isn't... I was like, I feel like I'm being put on an unfair trial here. And he said, this isn't a trial. This is an execution. Okay. Fuck, alright. Just fuck me then. Like that, you know? And it was very clear to me that he had already made his mind up about, like, removing me from the community in the most humiliating way possible. He just wanted the little bit of extra, like, drama, sideshow fervor to go along with it, of having me defend myself and then making a mockery of my self-defense. And he did, and I did my best to, like, explain myself, and he flat out told me to my face that I was lying. Which wasn't true. I didn't lie to him. I told him, for instance, that my behavior wasn't intentionally manipulative, that at no point during my convo with Poppy was I, like, trying to get nudes out of her or whatever. And he laughed for a second, and he was like, well, you think that may work on other people, but I can tell you're lying. Okay. Got me? I don't know how to respond to that one. What does this look like? Ooh, big turret. Yeah, I can't believe Destiny Nothing Personnel kidded me, honestly. Hold on. Just want to say, have I played Enter the Gungeon? Yeah, for like 80 hours. Talk about Mao? No. Anyway, the reason why I'm going over this, someone asked me in what way did I feel I was wronged by Destiny? And that's the way. I think that Destiny has in the past said stuff like he doesn't want to comment on drama until like all the facts are out, or he doesn't want to just like get in on like whatever's the hot drama. He said that before about like really yikesy shit like rape accusations, but he jumped right in on this at the first possible excuse without any attempt to get like both sides or whatever. So there's hypocrisy in that respect. There's the fact that he currently maintains relationships with people who actively engage in behavior far worse than what I do, and they do it to this day. Hey, Trotsky is dummy thick. Thanks for the $5, friend. I saw that pop up in the V.GG's chat. That was pretty rad. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support, friendo. Sorry about the drama stream, I guess, go over, but never hurts to talk about stuff that frustrates me on a daily basis. I've played plenty of Binding of Isaac, don't you worry. The Destiny thing cuts you deep. Yeah, I'm not too proud to admit that the Destiny stuff unironically like really does upset me. I was a fan of Destiny's for 9 years. His community was the online community that I most strongly identified with for a long time. That was where I felt like most comfortable. So to have that taken away from me in such a dramatic manner, is this in any way related to your Twitch ban? No, completely separate drama. I get in a lot of that. Anyway, the point that I am very, very laboriously getting at here. Do you think this drama will follow you for the streamer career in the foreseeable future? Yes, this drama will follow me for as long as I'm a public figure. It will never end. Much appreciated for the solidarity, Vivian. Wolfie12, I'm happy to have you in the community. Thank you for your kind words. I really do appreciate it. I'm not trying to come off as conceited here. I'm still quite lucky in the grand scheme of things, but that is why I have a problem with Destiny. I'll give you an example. Trainwrecks, who Destiny is something of a business partner with in some respects. They share a podcast. They both financially benefit from their cooperation. Trainwrecks frequently engages in behavior that is unquestionably sexual harassment, but like worse than anything anybody could accuse me of doing. Like unquestionably. He like weird, threatening, aggressive behavior, and he did it as a public figure, and he does it frequently, and he does it today. But Destiny won't go after that or call Trainwrecks out on that because Destiny financially benefits from that relationship. So that's the gist of it. Did I miss anything? I think I got it all. Squad W, baby. Can't even ground his axioms. God, Rem is a fucking idiot. Rem also earns my endless hate card. Rem was the one who brought the logs to Destiny in the first place. Destiny calls Train out on that shit, but never to the extent that it threatens their business relationship. Calling Train out, but then continuing to work with Train strikes a pretty far bargain from calling me out, publicly humiliating me, and then excising me from the community. Pretty big difference there. Yeah, it wasn't just a call out to me either. If he had, trust me, I would have liked it if he had just called me out. That would have been real comfy compared to what I got. And PR is my thing, and I was shitting on a proportion to get people to blow, but I gotta remember publicity can be a good thing to use, right? Vivian, if you think I'm gonna forget that you tried to convince me Anglophobia was a thing, you've got another thing coming, okay? Rem debate was how you got introduced to me? Oh, God. That Rem debate was so fucking stupid. I used to think that Rem was like a big brain boy who was just bad at getting his thoughts across, but now I'm pretty sure Rem is actually just a fucking idiot. Oh, Vivian, my girlfriend thinks you have a crush on me. Confirm or deny? I did see Rem discussing anime. Oh yeah, and I'm the same person as Sargon. Fucking kill me. How into 40K were you? Not super into it. I was mostly into it for the art, not so much for like the mechanics of playing. Vaush, Excuse Me rematch win? Why would I ever bring Excuse Me on again? The only reason I ever got pitted up against that absolute fucking Neanderthal was because I didn't have a streaming platform, so I didn't get a decision as to who I chose to spend my time up against. That's no longer the case. I actually have a platform now, and I can say definitively that no, I would rather not waste my time on subhuman fucking mongrels like that. A compelling counter-argument, Vivian. We went over Tim Pool's, we went over the beginning of Tim Pool's I'm Quitting video on stream. Only for a little bit, though. Can you... so much shit fucking pops up in Heart... God! Every time I move to a new fucking platform, there's invisible bitches. These invisible bitches with their invisible pussies. Don't even know what's wringing the nut out. Fuck. Excuse me, left.gg anyway? Yeah, I saw that post. I still check Destiny's subreddit every single day. Hard to break old habits, you know? So I see a lot of hate threads about me. Oh, God damn it! Big Titty Boba Fett, if you make fun of, like, an actual fucking medical condition that I have one more time, I'm gonna ban you. I'll get my keloids removed when I can afford to. Yeah. Josie Trin, I'm glad you enjoy the content, friend. I really am. Honestly, I want to die. Fucking end me. Do it. Just fucking kill me. Why am I getting a shield after every hit? You can see the invisible people. You just have to be careful. There's like this occlusion, sort of like reflective, shimmery thing. Kind of like the cloak that you could get in the old Halo games, you know? They're still putting up hate threads? Yeah, they're going for it. The current thing they're mad about is saying that like White Nervosa and I, well, White Nervosa, because she did all of the actual work. But White Nervosa, what am I even saying? What are words? Oh yeah, they were saying White Nervosa is engaged in like copyright infringement by using the site model, even though it's open source or some dumb shit like that. Play auto chess? Kill yourself. Fuck you. Oh yes, Torch 1+. Ah, Torch, yes. And it's the double damage. Yes! Burn! Okay, so I just got a torch, and it burns people. It's kind of like the Firebrands, but more damage, but it's melee. And I do double damage, but I take double damage. Which means I could very easily be one hit. These invisible bitches. What's wrong with sexualization in media if it doesn't lead to objectification? I don't have anything against sexualization as long as it's not, like, gender specific. If men got sexualized as much as women, I would have no problem with it. What's your thoughts on Jordan B. Peterson? I mean, he's a Christian conservative demagogue. who makes incredibly stupid historical statements about Marxism and postmodernism and has no idea what he's talking about in regards to philosophy, and like preys on lonely young fucking white boys to bring them over to Christian conservatism by appealing to their sense of loneliness. I don't think much of him. Yeah, Wolfie12, Destiny is definitely a contentious figure. I still like Destiny, not as a human being, I hate him, but as a content creator, he does a lot of value in terms of his rhetorical ability. He is smart, there's no denying that. And if you guys like my rhetorical ability, I mean, where do you think it was inspired? What would sexualizing men in media look like? You can't even imagine sexualized men? Sexualize them. Big, bulgy men with glistening chests. But it has to be real sexualization. Nowadays, when men are sexualized in media, like especially for commercials, it's never serious. It's always played as a joke. Like, haha, get it? We're making a dude sexy. That's kind of weird, right? But no. Sexualized men does not just mean muscular men with their shirts off, okay? That's more of a power fantasy than it is anything else. No, sexualized men. I'm talking about men with big pert lips, with beautiful glossy wet eyes that stare at you longingly, who bite their lips seductively as they stare into the camera, whose fat fucking cock bulge presses tantalizingly against the fabric of their too tight jean shorts, who every time they turn towards the camera, they angle it such that the tip of their penis bulge is pressing out, but you can still see the cleft of their ass cheeks. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Ujama, you can enjoy big booby. I enjoy big booby. Hyena has huge booby. But yeah, sexualizing men does not just mean, what if we had every man look like all the fucking lead actors from The Expendables, but with your shirts off, okay? I'm playing like shit anyway. Maybe I should do a Binding of Isaac run after this. Would y'all be down for that? No, JBP's Kami Lobster. I haven't gone over that just yet, but we'll get to it. Are there examples where there's no reasonable sexualization, but there is objectification? I would, yeah. If you're depicting a woman just like in this very rigid framework where it seems as though their value is being communicated exclusively through their ability to like child rear, for example, I would consider that to be an example of objectification without sexualization to an extent. Like if an fuck these invisible guys. Bring me back to the archers from easy mode. God damn. I hate them. Nah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bonnie Vine, let's do it.